Three fastest.
Nicely put. To our commentary team, it's Clive Allen and first, Derek Ray.
Thank you very much, Paul. Good evening, everyone. So, the talking points in the Germany lineup. Marcel Janssen will operate at left-back, Janssen of Hamburg. It will be Jerome Boateng in central defence alongside Per Mertesacker. And this is interesting, Kevin Grosskreutz of Borussia Dortmund in the right-back position. Normally occupied by Philipp Lahm, but it will be Lahm and Bastian Schweinsteiger together in the midfield area. Higher up the pitch, Mesut Ozil, who's of course gone off the boil at Arsenal. Toni Kroos in the starting 11, likewise Mario Gotze. And the man the boys were talking about, Miroslav Klose, just one goal away from becoming Germany's record scorer on his own. Plenty of injuries, quite a few players off form, but still it looks formidable. Familiar face in the middle this evening. It will be Mark Clattenburg officiating tonight here in Stuttgart. Gary Medel there, wearing the captain's armband for Chile. Medel of Cardiff City. Van England, Johnny Herrera will be the goalkeeper. Claudio Bravo not fit to start. Jean Beausejour of Wigan, we expect will be at left back. Nottingham Forest's Gonzalo Jara in central defence beside Medel. Mauricio Isla of Juventus in the right back position. There's a place for Felipe Gutierrez beside Francisco Silva in midfield. Watch out for Charles Aranguis, who plays his club football in Brazil for Internacional. Arturo Vidal requires no introduction. Similar story for Alexis Sanchez. And Jorge Sampaoli is the dynamic coach of Chile, Argentinian disciple of Marcelo Bielsa, who worked wonders with this squad going into the last World Cup.
Debate in the fullback positions and big chances tonight for Grosskreutz and Janssen. But again, South American opposition, really interesting encounter.
99 days before it all gets going for real. 2 of the 32 who'll feature in Brazil, ready to test themselves. Stuttgart, the venue as it was for the maiden meeting of Germany, West Germany as they were, and Chile back in 1960. A win for the Germans that day.
Covered the near post area, did a fantastic defensive job, but already one or two occasions Chile looking to have real threat.
Jean Beausejour to take this. Grosskreutz guarding the back post. Lahm is at the near post. Beausejour and Vidal with the header. Good thing Lahm was there.
Well, luckily for Germany, Philipp Lahm's doing exactly the job he's detailed to do. He's in the right place at the right time to deny Vidal with a clear. This might shake Germany into life because Vidal completely unmarked, no one picking him up, and Philipp Lahm in a fantastic position to get a right shin on it to clear it off the line. But the alarm bells are ringing here, and Germany definitely need to.
For Germany since February 2011, 1-1 draw with Italy. Now Chile getting caught up the pitch. Schweinsteiger weighing up his options. Herrera is there.
And it was a magnificent run from Schweinsteiger and brilliant move from Klose in that 6-yard box. Because as Schweinsteiger runs down the side of the penalty box, you see Klose come in. He comes in on the centre half and then he just spins away to the back post. Possession, which is exactly what coach Joachim Low would have wanted, I'm sure, just to take the sting out of the way that Chile had started.
Here's Ozil and Schweinsteiger offering support. Ozil couldn't quite locate the ball to his satisfaction. What a chance! Germany take the lead. Mario Gotze. Well, it's against the run of the opening 15 minutes. But delight in Stuttgart as Germany come to life. And it's Götze's goal.
Well, off of the back of that first real sustained spell of controlled possession, great 1-2 on the edge of the box. Thought Ozil was going to shoot, got it caught between his legs, but ended up had the composure just to roll it square. And Gotze, what a sensational finish. Great first touch, and it just lifts it over Herrera into the corner of the net. I've got to say, I don't think Germany deserved the lead at this point in the game, but it is quality in the way the goal was crafted.
Mario Gotze, who hasn't netted in his last 6 appearances for Bayern Munich.
Possession. So we see again the way that Ozil, just a touch there, lets him down. Gets a bit of good fortune, but then look at the composure to roll that ball. Quality ball into Gotze, and then that is a sensational finish. Great first touch, and then lifting it over the goalkeeper, into the top corner. They don't necessarily deserve it, but that is quality. The way that those two combined, if there's a change with Smeltzer introduced.
Here's Vidal. Vargas. Neuer, second time of asking. Crisp shot from Eduardo Vargas.
Well, he's a striker that's been in form in a World Cup qualifying campaign as well, and instantly uses Mertesacker as a screen, whips it round the outside of him.
Its way to Philipp Lahm. Kevin Grosskreutz. Oh, it's spectacular stop. Needed to be as well by Herrera, as Klose really got in the way of the ball.
Well, I'm not so sure if Miroslav Klose tries to control this, but the pace of the shot, and in the end, it's almost a deflection.
Sent it away by Vargas. Oh, it might be on again here for Germany. So near. Gotze once again. In that dangerous position, wasn't properly picked up. Well,
I tell you, does fantastically well. Per Mertesacker on the edge of the box, because as Ozil turns that ball in, he just gets a lovely little touch and plays it back into Götze's path. He tries to just wind it in on that far post. Great touch there from Mertesacker. Opportunity for Gotze, and he's just trying to wind it in, and it's a fraction away from that far upright.
A mistake there by Kors. Vargas trying to capitalise. This is Sanchez. Here's Vargas. Aranguis waiting inside the box beside Vargas. Sanchez. Aranguis spinning, turning, and firing it towards goal. Not to be for Chile.
Well, Cruz made a poor mistake, but then they were really confident in the way they kept the ball. Aranguis may be offside when he's found by Sanchez with a little ball. He's just trying to work the shooting opportunity, and it's a block from the defender. When the shot finally goes in, Grosskreutz gets a great right-footed block on that. Otherwise, I think that's ending up in the back of the net.
And on both posts again for Germany. Oh, and Smeltzer having to react as the two players move towards him. And Vidal was one, Vidal the other.
Vidal is totally unmarked again. There's no one picking him up. As the ball swept into that far post area, he's attacking it. Smeltzer's actually marking Vidal. The second big opportunity that he's had this evening. Totally unmarked.
And the German camp thought it would be straightforward. It hasn't been, even though Jogi Low's men are 1 goal to the good. That goal coming from Mario Gotze. Chile have seen a lot of the ball, and they've taken the game to Germany on plenty of occasions. Germany 1, Chile 0 at the break. Paul Dempsey coming up with Raphael Honigstein and Stefan Freund here on BT Sport 1.
Given that Tottenham Hotspur played Chelsea in such an important game at the weekend.
Yeah, and he played against Fulham fantastic, scored a hat-trick, and no, I'm happy. I'm really positive and happy for him, because it wasn't easy for him at Chelsea so far, and now he scored a hat-trick. Now he's back in the second half for Germany.
You won't be saying that on Saturday.
And maybe
evening.
He will score today, that he's too happy and can't perform on Saturday.
Last word to you, Raphael.
Well, I mean, I'm interested to see if it's Gotze who's off or Mesut Ozil, because Gotze has been arguably the best player, but Ozil has also had a great influence in the game, because he's been able to give a bit of control to Germany, who really have struggled to hold on to the ball. So we'll see what will happen. Yeah, and it is Klose. That's the surprise. So Schürrle will probably play as a striker.
Well,
now.
Tottenham have been, of course, Chelsea have been using him playing near or off the front man in the last few games.
Yes, and he's played there for Mainz in the past, less so for Leverkusen.
Thank you both very much indeed. Derek Ray will explain during the second half why that's important that Klose has gone. A record must wait. Derek will explain, I know. Clive Allen first. Derek, for the second half.
Thanks again, Paul. Yes, Miroslav Klose remains on the 68-goal mark. No chance to become the all-time leading scorer for Germany on his own. That will have to wait for another night. Andre Schürrle, bang in form, gets his chance. Hat-trick hero for Chelsea at the weekend against Fulham in his first off the head of Schürrle, drifted to the right. And it was hit by Grosskreutz, getting forward from right back.
Well,
Fielded by Herrera.
He does well, Grosskreutz, because he joins into the play. Again, for Germany, their best spells of possession have come in the final third, which is his run into the penalty box.
Vidal's pass on that occasion. It's Sanchez creating room for himself. Is this the moment? Oh, it's off the woodwork.
Look at the way that Sanchez takes the ball, draws the challenge from Mertesacker, cuts the ball back. And Vargas on the swivel, fires the underside of the bar. Goalkeeper Neuer, no chance if that had been on target.
Isla. Lovely touch. Sanchez and Neuer has tried to prevent the goal. Schmelzer together with Vargas. And all the Chilean players pointing to the corner flag.
Brilliant the way they work the ball again. And it's Vidal who's just a whisker away from getting the all-important touch, which I'm sure would have deflected it. You can see Joachim Low, he can see what's going to happen. To see him get to this stage of the game.
Podolski was trying to make it interesting. Oh, Herrera! Well, a blunder, but no price to pay for that. Credit to Podolski, though.
Good pressure from Podolski, and Herrera gets lucky. He really does. He just delays the pass out to the right back, and he ends up trying to scoop it over Podolski.
Valdivia trying to take up the advanced position. It's all over in Stuttgart. Germany can exhale. But this has not been an easy viewing evening for Jogi Löw. Chile contributing mightily to the occasion. The build-up play, a joy to behold. Just lacked the killer touch in front of goal. So it's a clean sheet for Manuel Neuer. Germany injury ravaged maybe, but still able to call upon a respectable starting 11. But my goodness, they had to work oh so hard for the victory against Arturo Vidal and company. The one goal of record from Mario Gotze, but Chile the better, more compelling side for large swathes of this game. It is finished in Stuttgart. Germany 1, Chile 0.